What's that? Welcome back to the check-in. Dude, today is just freestyle. I have nothing planned out. It's 10:30. I just kind of finished eating. So I'm just going to do like a quick little rundown of my day and just ramble a little bit. I had some thoughts, but I didn't have time to write scripts. My name is Shimo. Welcome back. Let's start from the morning, shall we? I woke up. Actually, no, wait. Start even earlier. Last night I slept at 1 in the morning. For some reason my brain was just like, it just wouldn't shut off. It just felt like tight. Pause. You know, it's just whatever. So then yeah, I couldn't sleep. I finally fell asleep. I literally slept for 5 hours, woke up at 6. I meditated, I read the book. And by the way, if anyone who's watching this, like, you don't have to buy this book, by the way. It's essentially written by this guy called Eric Jorgensen, who basically compiled Naval's philosophies and the things that he said from podcasts on YouTube and his tweets. Right, so the guy, Naval Ravikant, he didn't actually write this book. He just said these things on the internet, and this guy just wrote it down. And he put them in little sections, and you can just read whatever section you want to read. But yeah, I read the book, then I went to work. Work was super busy today, man. Well, I mean, I know this week is going to be super busy, and next week, because my colleague's on holiday, so I have to cover for his work, and then, unfortunately, just everything's happened to land on this week. You know, when it rains, it pours. But it's whatever. I got through work, kind of stressful. I got in there around, 7:30. I left around 5:45. Whew. And then I went gym. Obviously, if I went late gym, then I finished gym late. Legs today, my god, it was tough today. There's some guy was in the hack squat, which is what I normally use, and he just sat there for like 30 minutes. I don't know. So I just squatted, and that was a bad decision because I think I tweaked my left groin, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I just want to talk about. Then I came home 8, and now it's literally 10:30. It's crazy. But yeah, I read this book today. You don't have to read the book. Just listen to his podcast with Joe Rogan and Chris Williamson, and it'll cover probably most of these things that he talks in this book. Obviously, I haven't finished it for you. But yeah, when I was listening, a couple of things that popped out into my head, and I'll talk about that today quickly. He basically says that you have to productize yourself. Obviously, there's a whole other context, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But that thing stuck out. Basically, what he's saying is, we're all unique, so we have some sort of unique skill that we can sell, essentially, right? So you as a person, yes, you might play games, you might do gym, you might do this, you might do that, but there might not be anyone that does all those combinations of what you do that makes you unique, or your perspective, whatever it is. And when he said that, it clicked in my head, because he talked about games a little bit. I used to play games, and when I normally write these scripts for these videos, I get 2 examples in my head. One's a gaming example, and one's like the gym example, which I normally use. And it made sense because gaming has been a big part of my life, and then therefore, like, I can connect real world philosophies, issues, and ideas or whatever to gaming because I understand the concepts when I play games. And one thing I learned recently is the way that I used to see or play the games. And if anyone knows RuneScape, I used to play RuneScape. And so when I used to play RuneScape, I used to want loads of money and like the most expensive items. That's what I wanted. So whenever I played it, I would just chase these items and money. And obviously, you know, if you're not good at the game, what you do is you YouTube how to make money on RuneScape 2025 or 2024, whatever you do. And obviously they would teach you guides and the best would be like 2 minutes an hour, 1 minute an hour, which is okay, but you're kind of trading your time for money. And then I thought, like, how would these YouTubers and streamers have all these items of money? And then recently, because I'm pretty sure because of the book The Mastery, and then some other like woo stuff I've been doing in my head, it makes sense because they're not chasing the money or the items. What they're doing is they love the game and they just want to get good at it. And all these things that they get is the benefits. Right? It's the add-ons. It just comes with it. And that perspective kind of shifted with like business and everything that you do in your life. Like, you don't chase things. You do the things that you love, and then you get the benefits because of it. So, example with the gym, if you think that you want to be healthy and you act accordingly and you do those things because you love the lifestyle, let's say, you will be healthy. You will probably have a good body. You know, you didn't choose to have a good body. It's just because that lifestyle that you chose and you enjoy gives you a good body. Who knew? I did, but I never really understood it. But yeah, that was one of the concepts. There was another one I think. Oh, little wins. I feel like I'm just jumping all over the place, but this is literally what my mind is on right now. I've noticed that I have actually slowly changed. Obviously, all these things that I do, the reading the book, the meditation, e-com, this YouTube thing, it's all internal and it's all just me, solo. But the effects of it is now it kind of goes outwards, so it's kind of like pause coming from me, right? So the change that I've noticed is I'm more, one, confident, two, it's like I'm more able to speak to people in reality. Maybe it's the shift of mindset, because how I normally am is when I'm at work, if I'm busy, I ignore everyone and I just tunnel vision. So if anything in my life, if I'm like obsessed or into one thing, I will literally just ignore everyone in my life and just tunnel vision on that thing until like I'm satisfied, let's say. So with work, obviously because this week and next week's busy, I've mentally prepped myself to, you know, do long hours of work and be kind of stressed, so I'm okay with all that. But when people like keep interrupting me and like asking me for help, I used to get really annoyed, and then I'm assuming, and in the book with Naval, he basically says meditation is just observing your actions. You know, you're not changing, you're not adjusting, you're not doing anything, you're just observing your actions. And then I'm assuming through meditation, I've noticed that I get annoyed really quickly at myself, or just get like quick frustration, but I don't show it. And when like someone distracts me when I'm working, like for a moment I'll be annoyed, but then I'll just take a deep breath and be like, they're just asking for help, you know, and it only takes at most a minute or two to help them explain it or show them how to do it, which is not that much. And also, like, the work's gonna get done. I'm gonna finish the work anyway. It might take an extra 5 minutes in the end, but 5 minutes is nothing. Yeah. So I noticed that. Now I'm more aware of my actions. I used to be before, but not in depth of all these things that I thought I could change. And then in the gym today, I spoke to 5 guys. Pause. No burgers, no fries. Just so three of these people that I already knew. So we just like chatted, talking about it. These 2 other people, it was just complete strangers. And the reason why I say this is because I'm not that type of person to have conversations with people when I have things to do. I would rather just do my shit and just move. Right? Same thing with work. Now, when I was at work, like I would barely hold conversations with people. It was just like, good morning, see you guys tomorrow. Like short and sweet. Now at work, I'll be like, oh, how's your weekend? How's your day? You okay? You busy? Need help in there? Like all this, just these little conversations I'm just adding. And in the gym today, it was the same thing. Like some random guy started talking to me, and I just talked back. I was like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, you look good. Yeah, whatever." It's just like I'm now seeing that change in me, right? Because I think Ashwin knows. I don't know if you're watching back. I used to tell him like I want to be like a friendly, bubbly person. Because like I even told him like in the gym like I don't speak to anyone, but I want to be like talk to more people. And then today I actually realized I can do these things. Like I'm not just thinking about it. I'm actually now living it. I am that person. Like, it might be like trivial to some people, but how I see it is when I like it's gonna sound weird, but when I like look at people and things they do, I will pick traits that I like about them, then I'll implement it in myself, right? In me, of course. So like when I like go anywhere and like see new people or meet new people or whatever, if there's something about them that I like, I would try and make it me. So I'm like a melting pot of all the personalities and all the traits that I like. If that makes sense. Which then makes me unique because it's a little bit of everything put into one, which is me. But yeah. So like in the gym I spoke to just a few people randomly, just a couple of minutes, like 2-3 minutes conversation here and there. And I literally just sat down today, just now, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? And then my mind just rambled into this, and I was like, wow, I'm actually becoming what I want to be, who I want to be. Like, this is euphoric. You know what I mean? Like, it feels good. Apart from injuring my groin. Other than that, man, shit, life's been great. I realised, when was it? Last Saturday? It was Friday night gym, but it was Saturday morning when I was coming back. I was literally just driving home and I was like, damn, like I'm living what I said I was going to be. Like, yes, I'm not probably anywhere far in life as some people think, but like, to me, like, I'm doing the things I said I wanted to do. I'm doing the things and being the person I want to be. Which is all you can do. Shit, man. If you want to make changes, do it, man. Shit's fun. It low-key is addicting. I feel like I just got a... Oh, so the concept that I had just now, actually. So all these little things that I'm doing is like... Do you know when you play video games, you get experience points? So when I talk to people, when I gym, when I read books, when I do this, it's like I'm getting little XP points. Boop, 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 right? And this dopamine I just got hit with is probably me leveling up. However small that might be. Maybe from level 1 to level 2, which takes like 10 XP, whatever. Like, this is... You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Nah, I don't think you do, but... It's just doing these little things, and actually, it's okay. Like, it doesn't go bad. The only way is up. And all you do is just learn anyway. And even if I didn't change, then I know what I need to change in. I don't know if that makes sense. Now I'm just rambling, but dude, leveling up, dopamine hits, keep them coming. Anyway, that's just me, my day today. Something I want to ramble about. This is actually longer than my scripts would be, so it's all good. Yeah. How are you guys? How was your day? How are you guys feeling? It was a pretty good day today. It is 11:15, and I want to get early to bed. Oh, just a quick thing. Shout out to Arjun. I don't know if you're watching. This little face mask. Oh, not face mask. Eye mask. Like pitch black the room. It's actually really a lifesaver. Like, I know I've got blacked out curtains. You can't really see, but there's like lights in my room with PCs and phones and shit. So this actually really helps because you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Hope you guys had a great day. Hope your day gets better. Hope your week gets better. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you.